Are you struggling with symptoms of menopause and/or weight gain? One of the most challenging factors in turning around our symptoms and health is to make changes to our nutrition and our nutritional beliefs. We all know that food can be very confusing, and there is a lot of different dietary advice for midlife and older women. After many years of study, I have come to the conclusion that the Mediterranean diet is the approach that we all need to have as we age. There are numerous scientific articles to support this type of diet for women's health. Shifting to the Mediterranean diet is one of the main strategies that my clients on the My Menopause Transformation programs apply. But what does this really mean? Well, I have some suggestions for you. I'm here in my kitchen and I want to show you how I moved towards the Mediterranean diet. This started with the way I shopped and what was available in my kitchen according to the 5 principles of the Mediterranean diet. So let's look at these principles now. And I talk about these in the nutrition modules in my programs. The first principle is to switch out red meat for fish and eat fish at least 2 to 3 times weekly. I do this with either frozen or fresh fish or salmon, or I might have half a can of tuna in spring water with my lunch. The second principle is to switch to using unsaturated fats. The benefits of extra virgin olive oil or EVU are immense. There are healthy compounds that help our brain health, joint health, sleep, and your immune and bone health. It is one of the main principles of the Mediterranean diet, and I encourage around 20 to 30 mils daily. I mix it with lemon juice to have over salads and vegetables, or I have a small amount neat. Principle 3 is to increase your consumption of fruits and vegetables and get this up to 10 servings daily. The way I began to do this was to make pots of soup and freeze the extra for when I was busy during the week. For my initial weight loss, I had vegetable soup for dinner with some rye toast about 3 to 4 times a week. I then had an apple as a snack in the afternoon, as this is high in quercetin, which helps your immune system and is also known to help cleanse the liver. A lot of women are scared of whole grain foods such as brown rice, but these are high in fiber and the B vitamins which your brain needs when you are feeling stressed and busy. I also recommend oats as the start to your day, and in the MyMT recipe book you can read about them and soak them overnight for easier digestion. Now, oats are high in beta-glucans, which help to reduce your LDL cholesterol if this is high. Nuts and legumes and beans are another principle of the Mediterranean diet that my clients consider. A quarter cup of nuts give you around 30 grams, which is the amount for helping your heart health. And if you can add in beans or legumes to your meals, these are high in soluble fiber and help you to clear excess estrogens. This is especially important for those of you who are overweight. Beans, legumes and nuts are also another way for you to get protein, an essential component of your diet. Finally, there is some fermented dairy products. Cheese and yogurt are eaten regularly in the traditional Mediterranean diet, but in low to moderate amounts, which differs from the amounts in many Western countries, such as here in New Zealand. In the MyMT Food Guide and my programs, I provide you with the evidence about dairy products, and if you are lactose intolerant, then perhaps look for products that are free of lactose, which is a milk sugar that can contribute to your gut discomfort as you come through menopause. With these 5 principles of the Mediterranean diet, you can start to change your health. It's what I had to do as well, as my diet was typically red meat and very high in protein. The difference in moving to a primarily plant-based diet with a bit of fish and really trying to get more vegetables into my day gave me so much more energy. And so many of the MyMT community have more energy now too. If you're struggling with symptoms of menopause and weight gain, I hope you can join me on any of the My Menopause Transformation programs. I'm Dr. Wendy Sweet, Women's Healthy Aging Educator from New Zealand. I can't wait for you to join me on these world-class lifestyle change programs.